Today we're gonna talk about why the Su-33 is the flanker that you need to have. It's an amazing aircraft and I mean it's just so much fun. So let's talk a bit about it. As you know, the Su-33 is the flanker that is made for naval combat. It has the canards, extra power on the engines, and of course 2 extra pylons. It's still an old flanker, right? So it doesn't have Fox 3s, and you have to deal with that sometimes because, of course, you will see some up tiers on this thing, which means Fox 3s, Eurofighters, F-15Es and stuff, but also sometimes you get down tiers with F4. So it's a very interesting VR for such a powerful aircraft. Okay, so let's get to some matches to talk a little bit about it. The first one that we had was in the Golan Heights over here, and of course I always start the match with the climb and BVR engagements. I love to do that. Some people don't love it, so I always do that. 12 missiles. I am using 6 R-27 ERs, 2 ETs and 4 R-73s. I launch an ER on a target that I think will remain as an offensive, kind of aggressive kind of flying over here. You have to always try to pick the targets that are flying very high or targets that are flying very fast, straightforward. They're normally the targets that have the most chance to be killed by your R-27s. And guess what? It was an F-14, so of course he didn't change the flight path and got killed by my R-27 ER. So this is kind of a middle ground between a down tier and up tier. It's like it has some upper tiers like 13.7s, it has some 13.0s, it has some 13.3s. So it's kind of a mix that you will see here. Of course, we are 13.0, so it's more of an up tier, but not really a full up tier, right? But it's still pretty amazing to see this aircraft flying, right? I detected another target over here. The radar, it's a very slow radar. It's not a bad radar, but it's a very slow radar. You have to have patience with this thing because it's the N001. It's the K variant, but it's pretty much the same radar. And the main thing here is that it just takes a lot of time to do the scan zones, okay? So I was trying to get an IR lock with the R-27 ET. I got a lock and launched a missile. Unfortunately, that was maybe too weird of a shot for the ET to get it, or maybe he deployed a flare that I didn't see, but the missile missed, unfortunately, and the target got killed shortly afterwards by the F4F right there. So yeah, we have to continue, but that's the beauty of this aircraft. I already fired 2 missiles. I have 1 kill, but I still have 10 missiles, the amount of missiles that an Eurofighter uses max, right? So it's one of the main thing about this aircraft, these heavy hitters like the F-15 and Su-27, is that they are able to carry a lot of these missiles and you have to use them, so for me it's probably one of the most interesting parts about this. I return to kind of a retreat kind of heading over here a little bit to see if we can find any targets that are flying higher than the brawlers that are in the middle there with our friendly targets. And I see this target flying around over here. I noticed that it is indeed a target that is flying quite fast, but not so fast. It's Mach 1, something like that. So I can guarantee that it is an aircraft, because sometimes for some reason these radars, they detected missiles and you can fire onto a missile, right? So I'm just waiting. I crank again to the left. I always like to crank to the left over here, and I just wait for it to actually hit the target. The R-27 ER is one of the best missiles in the terms of a drag. So although it takes its time actually getting there, it is one of the best BVR missiles we have in the game, man. F4F destroyed. He fired a missile on me, so I have to be careful over here, deploy some chaff, go cold, and change my direction to fly in a perpendicular way to the other direction from where the F4 was, so I can maintain kind of a blind spot of the pulse doppler radar of the missile, flying basically towards my base over here. And then I start to notice that the missile basically got evaded, probably due to the chaff, and I start to detect targets. I try to see if we can find anything that it's flying around there. I only detect bots that I think should be removed at like I don't know why we have these bots in these air matches. I think they're just annoying because they're not really kills and you can waste missiles, and it's weird. It's weird, right? Because you can choose to not shoot at an enemy aircraft just because it's a bot. It just doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. But yeah, I detected a target right there, see, on the TWS. So although this radar isn't the greatest thing ever, it is your main weapon, especially in these late afternoon matches, right? Because you cannot see too many targets. But yeah, I detected that it's too fast to be a bot. It's not a friendly for sure, and it just killed one friendly aircraft. So I shot another R-27ER onto him. He doesn't see the missile, I don't think, or he may think that he's flying low enough, but he isn't. He gets kills again. I still have 8 missiles in the aircraft, and the match is already over, and I got like 3 kills. So it's, yeah, it's good. As a heavy hitter, you gotta think that this is a heavy hitter. You gotta play accordingly, right? Here again, we start flying high. This is the best way that I think you should play with this thing. The radar has incredible power, although it is a slow radar. It has a lot of time detecting, like, it takes a lot of time detecting targets, but it has a lot of range. You can use the R-27ERs for a BVR shot. It's just a great BVR machine. It really is. So again, I just shoot at max range that I can do here, 40 kilometers more or less. And then I wait for the hit, just maintain the lock in a crank position to the left again. And yeah, another F-14. I don't know why the F-14s are so aggressive flying. Maybe they're trying to do BVR as well, but they have to think that maybe something like this is firing against them. You gotta be careful, guys. When you are flying an F-14 against an Su-33, against anything that fires an R-27ER, you cannot be this aggressive. Especially, we have Fox 3s in this match, so I don't know why people are just so aggressive with F-14s. Even if it's an up tier for them, they still play very aggressively. So I'm kind of in a disadvantage, but not really over here. I'm trying to maintain proper lock and onto this F-14, and I get another kill. He doesn't notice me, I don't think. I almost lost the lock there, but yeah, 2 kills, 2 missiles. We continue to go down over here a little bit in the valley, just to make sure I don't get hit by any stray missiles that were shot before, right? And yeah, I just keep scanning, change to the, I don't know if I was using before, but I like to use the normal TWS after a while. The high PIFs are just way too strong, right? Sometimes it's just doesn't have the range. I noticed that as F-20, it would probably be a better idea to fire a 927 ET on it. But yeah, we're so close that the missile will have plenty of energy and it will have radar returns, you know. I don't know why he didn't detect me or anything, but yeah, very easy kill again. So third kill, third missile fired, and we continue. So this is kind of, like I said, a mixed match again. We have some up tiers, some down tiers, or middle tiers, like together with my aircraft here. So it's kind of easy to get a lot of kills with it, which means that the aircraft itself can deal with up tiers and down tiers pretty well. Of course, down tiers obviously, but with up tiers as well, right? The MiG there just crashes into the ground. So yeah, the missile missed. I noticed that there is an aircraft on my 12 o'clock somewhere over here. I detected him. F-16. Prepare the R-73 and fire. R-73s are amazing now. I'm gonna do a video about it. They are way better than what they were before. So yeah, very easy kill over here, severe damage. Very weird bug, graphical bug that happened there. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah. And yeah, the MiG-29 is trying to steal my kill. Doesn't matter, I don't care. We continue to fly. There's one target left, so yeah, basically that's it. I'm gonna find it and kill it. It is an Su-34. Very easy match, 5 kills. And yeah, guys, this aircraft is really fun to fly. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's the best, blah, blah, blah. It probably is the best 13.0 that we have, I think, because it has plenty of missiles, it has plenty of performance. It can beat basically any 13.0 in a dogfight. You gotta be careful sometimes with up tiers, but it's nothing too crazy. So you definitely should get this aircraft, man. Of course, if you already have most of the squadron vehicles, just grind this thing. I wouldn't advise you guys to spend the Golden Eagles for it, because it's just a normal flanker, but it's a different taste for a flanker. It's just a little bit different, and different enough that it can actually be a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, basically this is it. Su-34, no flares will save you from an R-73 from this range. So yeah, it's just impossible, right? I see you guys at the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment what you think about the Su-33, and bye.